Okay, so this is the current status of this configurator thing. Um, the CSV file, I'll open real quick just to show what this is looking like. Basically, what it does is you have a device ID, which is a unique identifier, and you've got the various fields that the configuration has. It's doing one row per Pixport, and all of the fields that are like per device are just duplicated per Pixport. Um, so yeah, you can see that we have these are the columns that we have. Um, and so you start with the CSV like this if you choose, or you can build it in this UI. You can set your defaults to be what you want it to be, and then whenever you click add a new device, it will um, come in with those defaults. You can import the CSV, so I'll do that now. So now we've got our 200 drivers that are listed there, and it will go out and try and ping them. It takes 10 seconds for that to return, and these are the devices that we've discovered. And so it's meant to be pretty fast, or like pretty to make the provisioning process pretty fast. Um, anyway, so the first thing that you do, or what you can do, you can, if you don't need to update the firmware, you can just do a sign in push and it will pick just the first available. I'm going to go ahead and refresh this since it didn't do that. Because it's supposed to go check these statuses. All right, we'll wait for these to rediscover. And then, yeah, I'll show the, right, so none of these devices are online. And these all have their DHCP IPs. And you can either choose to assign a specific one to a specific driver, or you can just do it automatically. And it will either, um, yeah, you can do it with the firmware. So I'll just show the firmware. So they're already updated, but we'll go ahead and downgrade them just to show that it's working. And you can choose to upload a file if there's a newer one, but these ones are bundled with Lightpath. And this is why I was wondering if you had an API to hit the firmware, because then we could automatically view the newest one here. That would be cool. So you can either just update the firmware, or you can also have it assign it to a driver. And so I'll go ahead and do that. Click update, and it'll do them all simultaneously. And there's no real reason this could stop at 10. It could be a lot more. Then it takes a minute while it flashes the firmware. And then as they come back online, it pushes the configurations to them. And then we got total success. That's great. And then now, it probably will take a second for these to be found again. So there's a few little bugs left, but we'll just refresh the page to clear some stale state, I guess. I'm still working on it. So it pings them, kind of high ping, but anyway, so then it puts them into a provision state. So then whenever you do have a new discovered device, then it won't try to reassign or re-push that configuration. You can view the configuration, edit the things. It does a little bit of input validation or config validation, I guess, where if the universe that the second port starts on overlaps with the universe of the first, it'll give you a warning just so that you know that you might be having overlapping data. It also does respect the grouping things when in that calculation. And it has a little bit of support for the unreachable status when there's like when you change the IP to a range that's outside your range. Currently, you can't put it back into DHCP mode or anything like that, but it does like notify you if it finds the device, but you can't reach it because of the subnet mismatch. There's two different ways to do identification. So you can go to just a specific one and click ID. There's two different ID modes. One of them is the normal identification mode. The other one was the request from the SJ Lighting guys to have it to be where it'd be like a color mode. So whenever you click color and do identify, what it does is it puts it into a test mode where it uses this color as the color, and it disables the LEDs on all the other ones. This makes it super clear because when you have a bunch of devices next to each other and they're all blinking green and one's blinking yellow, it's kind of a similar color and it's not that easy to see. It also is now showing us that there's unsafe changes on the device because we put them into the LED off, indicator LEDs off mode. So it's showing that there's missing, there's an unsaved configuration. And then you can also use the arrow keys to tab through, so this way you can quickly apply the labels, and it highlights the row. So you know, like, okay, this one's driver 9. Click the next, feel the label, stick it. So you got that. You know, and these links take you directly to the page. And when you click Stop ID, it puts the indicator LEDs back on. And I don't know why this one's not yet. I have a few stale state issues. Usually it's resolved by just refreshing the page. But, you know, this is a sort of MVP thing, and it works enough to get the job done. What else is there to talk about? You can then export your CSV, and then if I open that, we'll see that it's showing that we did actually provision these first, you know, however many devices. It records the MAC address of those devices as well. And what else can we talk about? You can factory reset from here. So, oh, you can sort and filter. So there's searching. So like we would say like we want driver 15 or whatever. I guess it shows, you know, all the ones with 1.5, but 15. And then you could do like only the provisioned ones. So I want to select all these and factory reset these. That will take them out of the provision status. And yeah, again, stale state, it'll catch up, or we can just refresh the page to get that to be fixed. Clear this selection. You can sort by ID, by nickname, or by IP address. And again, this is a little bit of stale status. It will sort stale state that I haven't quite figured out yet. If you do come to an existing, okay, now it's refreshed that. This is maybe not going to catch up. Oh, refreshing the page helps. Let's see. Okay, it also takes backups. So whenever you do push to a device, it saves a backup of the configuration before it pushes. So you can revert if necessary. So you can restore just like this, or download it to your own computer. If you're accessing this UI from another one, probably doesn't make that much sense with configuring devices. But it does make backups. And right, if you don't have a CSV, so I'll go ahead and delete all these. This is just deleting the entries from the CSV. If you don't have a CSV already, and you have an installation where the devices are already configured, just pretending these ones are, you can do add as new, and it will pull those ones into the CSV with their configurations. And let's go ahead and check that actually, just to make sure that it does. Yeah, so although this is wrong, still a few bugs to figure out, but it does work good enough for the job, and will make quick work of configuring lots and lots of devices. So yeah, that's the current status of this Advatek configurator.